Welcome to another video, A Walk with Phil, and I'm in West Bromwich. And what I thought I'd do today is go and have another look at Stone Cross. It's been a few months since I came up here, but I thought, well, let's go and have a look, see if anything's changed. It's unlikely, of course. In the centre of Stone Cross there used to be a large super cinema called the Clifton. What I thought I'd do is go and have a look and see if there's anything left of the old Clifton that used to stand there. So let's see what we can find. Well, I'm here standing at the junction of Sheldon Road. A quick look up Sheldon Road, and Sheldon Road is just off this main road here called Walsall Road. You take a look up Walsall Road there. That's, if you go up there, you're on the way towards West Bromwich Town, and on the right would be Heath Lane Cemetery, and ahead of me is Stone Cross, and that's where we're heading. Now I have been to Stone Cross a short while back, and I thought I'll have a quick whiz around Stone Cross and around the shops and see what there is. I was quite disappointed that day, because I remember Stone Cross way back when, in the 70s, when it was a thriving little shopping area. Just down there is Marsh Lane. We'll have a look down Marsh Lane one of the days. But yeah, Stone Cross was a very thriving little area. It had quite a variety of shops. It was a very popular area to come and do a bit of shopping. But sadly, when I came up last time, it was devoid of any interesting shops. There was nothing there that I could have gone in and bought, you know. There was nothing of any interest at all. But anyway, before we head up to the main part of Stone Cross, just show you a few of these shops. What struck me the last time I came up here was the amount of takeaways and barbers, beauty salons there were here. In the short few months I've been here, I doubt things have changed much. Already we can see, look, you got a kebab house and a Chinese takeaway. Next to that you got a nail bar, and yeah, we got another barber's there, Cody Cuts. Just up here we got Charlemont Road. That will lead you up to the Charlemont Farm Estate, especially the legendary tower block city at Beacon View Road. As the Walsall Road suggests, it will take you into Walsall eventually. If you go through Stone Cross, you'll also find yourself heading towards the Yew Tree Estate. I did a video about the Yew Tree Estate a while back as well. You can check that one out if you want. A lot of the residents were subjected to a raid by German bombers along Walsall Road in November of 1940, when the main area of West Bromwich got bombed. Some of the German bombers were making their way over here, and some of the bombs landed on a few of the houses around here. There was an anti-aircraft gun positioned, I think it was near the Beacon View Road Canal Bridge. Now we come to the main part of Stone Cross now. If you check over there now, yeah, let's just check over there. We've got a hairdressing shop and modern nails, an estate agent, and a motor spare shop. Well, that's unusual, isn't it? We've got the Captain's Vape Lounge. I know the government are proposing that all disposable vapes are going to be banned, so I'm not sure what all these shops are going to be doing. Probably one or two having to close down. There's another hairdresser's there, Snips and Curls, and we've got a butcher's. Now that's most unusual these days. In the 60s and 70s you couldn't move for butcher shops. Well, they've got an off licence, look, First for Wines, and they got their post office. That's interesting. I didn't know they got an off licence. This is Jervois Lane. If you go up there, take you towards Bird's End, Wigmore Farm Estate. They've got a Greggs and they've got a chemist. So the essentials are covered. We've got one or two little supermarkets. Look, there's one stop over there. The West Brom. Used to be the West Bromwich Building Society, didn't it? But it's now called the West Brom. We'll have a look at these flats in a second. Just over there, that's where the Clifton Cinema once stood. And it's called the Curry and Grill House now, that Stone Cross pub. So what do we have here? I'm not sure what that's. A mobile phone repair store, and there's a Polish store here. There's a couple of takeaway shops here which have got the shutters down. Probably open in the evenings, I expect. There's another hairdressing shop here. Got our chemist. Does anybody remember a supermarket? I think it might have been this one, called Dasco's. Yeah, it used to be a supermarket. Not sure when that disappeared. But now it's another takeaway now, as you can see. Turkish grill. And there's a passageway down here, look. Wonder where that goes. Just come up. Just appeared from nowhere, this one. Didn't know there was a passageway. We got a pizza shop, we got a Bolty shop, we got a soup, we got a betting shop, and we got a sweet centre at the end. So it's more or less a whole row here of takeaways. Amazing as to how many takeaways you can get in a row. Stone Cross really excels with takeaways. Looking down Walsall Road, where we just come from. Just ahead of me there is the Stone Cross. It's not the original Stone Cross. The Stone Cross was erected here in December 2002. And then you can see we've got the Stone Cross Christmas tree. As we're coming up to Christmas, we're currently in November and Christmas now is just around the corner. Look at these block of flats, see this modern block. Of course, see, this was the Stone Cross pub. Still a pub, but it's a kind of bar and grill now. You can see it's called the Curry and Grill House. Just look at all these houses down here on the right. Down Walsall Road. This was a car parking area for the Stone Cross pub back in the day, and probably the cinema as well. You can see it's quite a big area now for car washing. Let's walk around this large block of flats, but here used to be the site of the Clifton Cinema, just here. Look at the size of them, eh? They're huge. But before the Clifton was built, on this site there was an old blacksmith's, and somebody got the idea that they wanted to build a super cinema on this site, and sure enough, one was built. And it opened on the 16th of July 1938, and it was called the Clifton, and it catered for 896 people in the stalls, 306 people on the balcony. That brought a total of over 1,200 people uh, could be catered for. The Stone Cross Cinema, the Clifton Cinema, at a bit of an elevated position, because where I'm standing is a bit of a hill, and you could see it from quite some way. The cinema, you could see it for a few miles away. Now, I don't think these blocks of flats that are here in place of the cinema are the same height. I'm pretty sure they're higher than the cinema. And if you could see the cinema from afar, I reckon you could see these flats from the moon. They look really out of place. They really do. And they're so high. I don't think. Well, they don't look finished, do they? Still got all the scaffold. Look, they've been constructing these flats now for ages, and they're still not finished. Look, still lots of scaffolding outside. Yeah, but when this cinema opened in 1938, the first film was called Whoopi, starring Eddie Cantor. And the opening ceremony was by a British film actress called Valerie Hobson. Her latest film was called The Drum, and it was shown at the cinema a few weeks after she officially opened the cinema. The signs were not good as we approached the end of the 50s, early 60s, when they started to introduce bingo on a Thursday night. And it closes the cinema on the 7th of March 1964 with Dr. No. And strangely enough, the cinema in Kings Winford also closed in 1964, and their last film was also Dr. No, starring, of course, Sean Connery as James Bond. And then it was bingo, and from then onwards, although they did show a few Indian films on a Sunday morning, by 1968 Ladbrokes had bought the site, and they introduced a bingo and social club. Mecca bought it not long after Ladbrokes, and in 2003 the old building closed, and in 2004 it was all demolished. The sad ending to the Clifton Cinema here on Stone Cross. Would it be great if it was still a cinema, eh? Okay, so we've left the Clifton Cinema now. So what we'll do, we'll have a walk around the side here. You can show you the size of this place. I don't know how many apartments there actually are here, but there's it's absolutely huge. Right, we've walked around this huge apartment block to get to the other side of Stone Cross shopping area. Ahead of me we've got another little supermarket there, the Stone Cross Local. And if you go to the right, you're heading towards Hall Green and the site of the Manor House Museum. Let's have a look down here for you. Hall Green Road. Very busy road, Hall Green Road. Just over there, look, there's that supermarket, and then we've got a kitchens, bedrooms and bathrooms store, a small sports shop, and quite a large electrical store there. But that looks like it's all closed up now. I think the interesting part about Stone Cross shops is just around this corner, where from the other side of the road we saw a couple of supermarkets and a post office, and so that's the main little area really where people go and do their shopping, I'd have thought, around here. And the takeaways seem to be sort of over that end. And we got that ugly phone mast stuck there. So right then, here, Midland Sign and Print. I think all this here used to be the wool shop, but now it's got a Turkish barber. We've got 2 or 3 people in there. And here's a desserts shop. And here we have a takeaway. and we've got a chip shop, and we've got a skin and oh, doesn't it depress you when these shops just keep popping up? The clinic. They call it a clinic. It's just a nail spa, facial, waxing. They call it a clinic. Supermarket and your pharmacy. And this is number one for blinds. Vertical roller, Venetian and Roman, but don't bother because it looks as though it's closed down. And as we said earlier, we got Greg's there as well. They're usually quite busy, Greg's. Usually have queues out the door, but incredibly there's only one in there. We have come across, we mentioned these shops earlier on, which is nice to see a butcher's. Supermarkets have effectively killed them off, haven't they, the butchers? There's a petrol garage there. Remember this in future videos, that the unleaded litre is 129.9. And when it's about £2 a litre, you can always come back to this video and you can say, I remember it was 129. Here's Beverley Road. A quick look down Beverley Road. And you can see now at Stone Cross the council have got the decorations up, Christmas decorations up on the lampposts. Just take you down Beverley Road. Only just this small part here because I just wanted to finish off looking at some of the last few shops around here, because the one on the end is another look. Turkish barber, the guy's staring through the window looking for custom, and all these now are all shuttered. They may open in the evening, you know. We've got a Caribbean, a Chinese and a milkshake shop. Okay then folks, that's our little look at the Stone Cross shopping area. It's not changed much since we last came and visited the place a few months back. It's still got all its takeaways and its Turkish barbers and its nail bars. But sadly, we haven't got a cinema anymore. It's been a long time since we did have a cinema here on Stone Cross. But it was great entertainment when it was there, because we had bingo, didn't we? But that's all gone now, and we got that huge block of flats. But look as though they've been working on them for years and it's still not finished them. They really do look out of proportion. But that's just my opinion. Anyway, if you like the video, hit the like button and also hit subscribe and hit the notification bell for new videos, and I'll see you on the next one.